This is the Just Steph Show, and I'm your host, Steph Palermo, your Italian Boston girl who's an empath, healer, and all-around seeker of wisdom. Tune in weekly for advice on how to live your best life at work, home, or play so you can feel groovy every day.
I love books that give a real glimpse into a culture while also imparting life lessons. There's not many books like this, and my favorite one that stayed with me, it's called It's Not Personal, Sonny, It's Business by Steph Palermo. In this book, Steph combines the pillars of Sicilian heritage with her own life experiences into a book that's truly going to transform the way you think about life and the way you think about work. Stop postponing living your best, most satisfying life and stop putting off thriving in your business. You can do both of those things right now. Just go to buystephsbook.com and order your copy today. You won't regret it. That's www.buystephsbook.com. See you there.
Hey everybody, it's Just Steph. Everybody has two lives. The second one begins when you realize you only have one. We are second lifers. We're empty nesters, newly single, and those starting over age 3. Your healthy, happy, hip years are just beginning. So today I have your lessons from Sicily, but if you really want lessons from Sicily, you need to buy my book. It's buystephsbook.com. It can't get any easier than that. And you will definitely have life-changing experiences when you read my book and incorporate some of the tips that I give you on your family life in business, and you put those to work, and you will definitely see some changes in your life. It's exciting. It's exciting to have written this book and to leave this as something that I have contributed, and which is sort of segues into what we're talking about today. And this is a life lesson from Sicily. So hang tight. I've got a lot of information for you today. I want to share some ideas and thoughts that came up for me this morning in my meditation for you. So nothing changes if nothing changes. And, what's Einstein's definition of insanity? Doing the same things over and over again and expecting different results. And you see this when you are aligned with an addict. Everything's going along smoothly, and you think, oh, okay, things are changing. And it doesn't have to be an addict. It could be a toxic relationship, somebody with borderline personality disorder, a narcissist, or somebody who is just a toxic and is an energy vampire. And everything's going along really great. And you think, oh my gosh, this is going good. Okay, it's good. And then they go on a bender, or they something goes wrong for them, and your life is now upside down and you're in crisis. This is typical abuser behavior, and they promise you it won't happen again, and now you're on their emotional roller coaster, and you're thinking, and here's what's happening with you. You're happy when they're happy. You're sad when they're sad. You're mad when they're mad, or you're threatened when they're angry. And holidays get ruined. Happy events end up to be you're gritting your teeth and trying to just get through it instead of it being amazing. So that's sort of an extreme, but you get the picture. Another example is your mediocre life. And, oh, how's everything going? Oh, same old, same old. What kind of living is that? What? It's, every day is Groundhog's Day. Same thing, same bat time, same bat channel. And you haven't made any changes, nothing. And then all of a sudden you're thinking like, oh my gosh, is this it? That, oh, life sucks, then you die. Mediocrity, complacency. And you just think, well, this is the way it is. And I want to just shake you, like, shaken baby syndrome. No, this isn't how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to be gritting your teeth and saying, let's just get through this event because we have to. When it's supposed to be a happy time, something you're supposed to be enjoying. Everything that you do that feels awful, that is classic. It's just nothing feels, not that nothing feels good, but the things that are supposed to be enjoyable in your life have become boring, mediocre, uncomfortable, miserable. And you're in relationships that don't serve you, whether it's a girlfriend, a friend, family members. And you just, I just think that I think about people, and you see this in cultural groups that, people just don't evolve. They don't think beyond their own selves and what they're doing, and they're miserable. They're not happy. That's the bottom line. If you want to sit in front of the TV all day long and watch Judge Judy and Wheel of Fortune, and you are totally happy and that's what you want to do, great. But if you're not happy in your life, something's got to give. Because really, I'm sort of thinking, if you transition, whenever that is, even if it's in 30 years, you transition into non-physical, how are you going to explain that on the other side, that you didn't live to your potential? You didn't enjoy the gift of the skin that you're in, that you did not align with your purpose and give back to the people around you the best version of you. How about the fact that you are not the best version of you for you? Because that's where you're the most joyful. How are you going to explain that on the other side? What are you going to say? Oopsie. Oops. Now I know. Should have listened to Steph. Maybe I should have gone on a retreat. Maybe I should have joined her membership, read her book. Maybe I should have found somebody else. I heard Steph, but she wasn't quite right for me. Maybe I should have found somebody else to work with. Maybe I should have read something. Maybe I should have just gotten up off my behind and lived my best life instead of just floated into the other, onto the other side. What are you going to say? What is the legacy that you're leaving? Legacy has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do with the mark that you make in your world, whether it's with your people or, on a larger scale. What is your legacy? What are you doing with yourself? So I want to offer you 3 tips to help recognize, because sometimes we're numb to like the fact, because we've been living this way for so long, we're desensitized. And until we get sensitive to negativity, toxicity, thoughts, feelings, emotions, experiences that don't serve us, beliefs that don't serve us, until we are sensitive to that and we get sensitive to it, we need to figure out, how can I recognize that this is not working for me, whatever I'm in. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 quick tips. Number 1, your body knows. So here's an example of what you will feel when things aren't going good. First of all, you'll have pain in your body, whether it's a backache, your upper back, your neck is tight. You might experience, your stomach feels bad, burning stomach or a hurting stomach, dry mouth, lump in your throat. These are all physical manifestations of the emotions that are inside you. And I will tell you this, if you ignore those long enough, they will become an illness, whether it's autoimmune or, God forbid, cancer or ulcers, heart conditions. The physical manifestations, if you ignore the physical manifestations of your emotional, of what's going on in your world, the emotions, you will get physically sick with some sort of disease. So your body knows. Pay attention to what your body is telling you. Do you want to just go to bed? Things like that. Are you exhausted? I'm going to tell you a little bit about what happened to me this past weekend. So my stomach was killing me. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what? The eating, it's just not good. It's not good. I don't like it. I came home and literally downloaded an app, and I'm just trying to eat healthier for no other reason, but I didn't feel good. And I've been tired. I've been tired for a long time. So I just said, you know what? I've got to start with something. Why am I so tired? Let me eat a little better. See what happens. I'm on day 3, and oh my gosh, 3 days, I already feel better. That's it. So listen to your body. Your body knows. Ask questions. Why do I feel this way? What just happened? What were the words that person just said to me that make me want to vomit? Who is it? What am I hearing? Ask yourself questions. Question why your body feels this way. This is helping you to become mindful. This is being present. Okay? Ask questions. And then reflect on those questions. Maybe write it down. Maybe journal about it. Journaling is a great way to work through some issues. And then ask the most important question. Do I really want things to change, or am I okay with this? This is important. These are important things to help you make adjustments in your life that will bring joy, peace, less stress. You'll feel better in your body. Imagine just feeling physically good. How is that? Everybody's miserable. Everybody's miserable, right? There's all this going on. And it's funny because in one of my my social groups, someone posted about the event at the Oscars. And someone said, well, who cares? And I said, kind of exactly. And this is what I mean by this. It's not so much that I'm going to sit back and let somebody's behavior be inappropriate. For some reason, my personal spirit is not allowing me to make a judgment on this. I don't know why. And I think but what we do is we sit on the couch, and whatever's going on in the world, we see it like that, whether it's the C word, the W word, all of this is going on. And we sit back from the couch, we're sitting here on our couch, moaning and groaning about everything, instead of, looking at it and saying, well, how can I be better? How can we're shooting on everybody else. They should do this and they should do that. And this politician should do this and this should. You're shooting on everyone else, and then you should on yourself, like I should be doing this and I should be doing that. Okay. But what I'm trying to, my whole point is why not look inside and say, how can I do the next right thing in my world? How can I be kinder to somebody else? How can I relieve tension or anger or resentment so that I can be available for myself and the people around me? This is what I'm talking about, people. Making a change in your life, not doing the same things over and over and over and over again, and expecting something different to happen. So I hope these little tidbits will help you out in understanding what's going on and what is really happening in your world, and not living that Groundhog Day over and over and over again. Every day, waking up like 50 First Dates, that movie with Drew Barrymore. You know, do you want to just do the same things over and over again every single day and expect that you're going to enjoy it today, even though you didn't enjoy it for the last 5-10 years? What's going to change in your life? Maybe you could read my book. That's not a big investment. Maybe you can join my membership community. Another not big investment. Maybe you want to go on retreat. A much bigger investment, but spend 8 days with me and get your life in order. Maybe you want to just a soul reading. Maybe you want to get in a soul guidance package. Maybe you're just hearing this and saying, you know what? I just need to do this, and that. Whatever it is, make the choice and be honest about it. Be honest. I'm miserable. I like it. I'm going to stay here. I'm happy living the life that I am, perfectly content. I'm doing the best I can, and I'm the best version of myself right here on this couch watching Judge Judy. And this is all I got. This is all I'm doing. I'm going to transition to the next life, and it's going to be great. That's it. Or make a decision and say, I'm not happy. It's time to move forward and to just enjoy this life. We lost 2 years. People, 2 years. How much more are you going to lose? So tomorrow I will be back with maybe a little earlier, the Just Steph Rules of Dating. And I'm going to be talking about intimacy. You'll be surprised. So take a risk, be vulnerable, share your heart and love always. Know I love you all. Wishing you love, balance, and peace. Ciao, ciao, baby. I love you. I do.
I love books that give a real glimpse into a culture while also imparting life lessons. There's not many books like this, and my favorite one that stayed with me, it's called It's Not Personal, Sonny, It's Business by Steph Palermo. In this book, Steph combines the pillars of Sicilian heritage with her own life experiences into a book that's truly going to transform the way you think about life and the way you think about work. Stop postponing living your best, most satisfying life, and stop putting off thriving in your business. You can do both of those things right now. Just go to buystephsbook.com and order your copy today. You won't regret it. That's www.
Thanks for tuning in to the Just Steph Show. I really care about you, your happiness, and helping you make great choices for your life. So tune in next week for more wisdom from me. In the meantime, follow me on my Just Steph Facebook page, on Twitter at Steph Palermo. My Instagram account is JustSteph1, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Steph Palermo. See you next week. Ciao, ciao, baby.